Hello everybody, Chris here. Today is an awesome thing because it is stopped raining finally. It's been raining here for like a week, off and on. I have a ton of things in the backyard that I started but couldn't finish. There's a lot of cleanup, tools to pick up. There's facade junk everywhere. My truck's half apart. I started doing the brakes and changing the spark plugs and stuff like that. So I'm going to try to get as much done as I can before it rains again because it is still cloudy out. I might have like just a sliver of day where I can actually get something done without getting soaking wet. Let's see how far we get, and whatever I can't do, I guess I'll do another day. I took this thing apart like a few days ago and then set all my parts out on the ground, and then it started raining, and so then I quickly picked all the parts up, threw it inside the truck, so everything got kind of mixed up. Let's see if I remember how to put it back together. The first thing I'm gonna do is finish changing out these spark plugs. I don't even remember the last time I did this, so I don't think I ever did. Now, I'm no mechanic, but that looks like that just might be a little worn out. Poor Toyota. Got my new one here. I'm not so sure I'm supposed to put that anti-seize on there, but I just did a little bit, so hopefully it won't hurt anything. There you go, little spark plug, all safe in your little home. We'll see you in about 10 years or so. Just kidding. In the past, I've always bought new rotors for our vehicles, but this time, just because we're trying to save some money, I went ahead and had these turned. They did turn them, they were able to do it. They did say, though, however, that the size of this, I'll never be able to do it again. It was only 14 bucks, and if we would have bought new ones, you know, I probably would have spent at least $160, so. This time, I think it's okay. Well, Bessie here, she don't mind. She kind of got attached to these old rotors. I zip tied these calipers up to the spring, so I'm going to cut these and put this back on. Then I'm going to slide my new brake pads in place so this thing can stop on a dime, we hope. This is one of my new brake pads. It's funny because I thought that the old ones were actually still good because it had this groove here. I can see now that when you compare the two side by side, it is kind of halfway burned down, so I guess it was okay that I replaced it. The guy at the store, I guess, is off the hook. I thought he was just trying to make some money. Uh-oh. I don't remember which side these clips go on. Oops. I wonder if it matters. So these clips are what held these pins on before, and it was weird because whoever did the brake job last on this, they put like this real sketchy, thin little wire right on this side holding this in. And so I had to go buy these new pin set. The new pin set came with these kind of little cotter pins, so I like that a lot better. I think one day, because this didn't have any lubrication on it, when I pushed on the brakes or someone pushed on the brakes, it bent the pin. I just got to put this back on, and then I can put the wheels on. Definitely worth doing if you got the time. It's not too bad. Saved us a little bit of money. Hopefully I put that spring on right. Again, since I took this all apart and then 2 or 3 days went by, I don't really remember how all this went back together. Let's make Gina drive the car first. Now let's check the air filter now. I haven't changed that in a while. See if I can do this one-handed. Jeez. Dang. Poor truck couldn't breathe. It's all dirty, clean. Poor little truck. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not a big hummus eater, but this one is okay because it's supremely spicy hummus with a little bit of cracked pepper Triscuits. And then I also put some of this on. I don't know very many of you who are into hot sauces, but this one, it'll really burn you up. Then I also have this leftover jalapeno pizza. And then I take some of these chili flakes and I sprinkle it on there. Oh, yes. Ooh. Yeah, I'll put a little bit on there. I'll put a little more on there. All right, so that's good. Then we come back over to this hummus here. You got to put a little more on there because, oh yeah, that's about good. We can do a little bit more, but I'll mix that in there. It'll be real nice. Boy, my mouth's just watering thinking about this. Mmm.
You're crazy.
Oh yeah. This would be good for one cracker right here.
Ow. That would burn so bad.
Not when you're used to it.
You never get used to that.
Hummus just never looks appetizing to me. It's one of those things where I'm like, I don't go, that looks good. But it tastes good.
Ugh.
New air filter in. All right, guys, now to test it. Let's see if this thing even works. It's working! It's working! Woo!
It's like we just drove it off the lot.
I love how the weeds and all the greenery in the backyard are kind of starting to take the witch's cottage back from which it came. Either that or it just means I need to come out here and do some yard work. Look at these tools that I've left out, you guys. Now these things, this whole foam area and all these tools have been sitting out here ever since the two of us made the pumpkins. I mean, look at this. Look at all the rust from the rain. It's like an old Halloween prop factory that just one day went out of business and left all their stuff. Gina doesn't even have to age this file. We could just put it in a haunt and call it good. The scary file. Dude, that sucks. I'm gonna try to see if I can put some of this stuff away before it gets any more wrecked. Look at all this water from the rain.
Wow. We haven't seen this in years.
I want to go for a walk on that trail over there.
I want to go White River rafting now.
Check out the rainbow over there. You guys see the rainbow? It's been a long time since I saw a rainbow. It's so beautiful. It's starting to look like a double rainbow.